Hi everyone, Linda here. Okay, I have so much to show you. Everybody's out at the house, so I have a quiet house that I can share things with. I can't remember where I left off on April. I think I showed you all this. My haircut day, that was April 15th. April 16th was painting day. 17th was busy day, I doodled. 18th was the day I worked in the circle garden. I have a circle garden in the yard, and I weeded it all. It was a lot of work. And then April 4th was 2 weeks. One Sunday, Felicia, Mouse Potatoes Design, had us take pictures, walk and take pictures in the yard, and she suggested it. And so I took a picture on April 4th of the lilacs, and then this was April 19th. I need to go out and take some more pictures of the lilacs. April 20th was a rainy day. Oh, and I copied, this page was inspired by Tracy's Treasures. She did in her Fauxbonichi, and basically I just copied it. I didn't have a stamp of the girl, so I just drew her. And I love that page. I thought it turned out good. And I had to make a decision on which way the wood floor went. It's not wood. I keep saying wood, but it looks like wood, but it's vinyl. Vinyl? Yeah. So I had to decide if it went this way or this way. I chose that way. Let's see. April 21st, it was kind of rainy and snowy when the day started. And I just wrote things I was grateful for, because I was glad that things were getting done. These little marks on here from the gel medium that I glued the page to, and I glued a little thing there that said need sleep. Earth Day, I drew a tree. We had a little bit of light snow, but the grass was starting to turn green and the buds are coming out on the trees, and I really like that. And I love the fact that Senator Nelson from Wisconsin was the one that got Earth Day started. I think that's really neat. April 23rd, I just kind of journaled around about the ladybugs. We have so many of them. And I learned from one of my carpenters that when they land on you, it feels like they bite you, but what they're doing is stinging you because they give off an acid. And then I saw this quote, and I wrote it on there after I did the Zen tangling. That was Friday the 24th. The 25th, the kids moved in with their big U-Haul truck, which was kind of fun. We were pretty busy all day. So that was Saturday. Then Sunday, Gary and I took off to the cabin, to Boulder Junction, because we needed to get the trailer, because he got a different boat for for the little lake. And so we stayed at the Acorn Lodge. It was very nice in Boulder Junction. And we were just there one night. So I didn't really have time to do much. I just kind of scribbled in a picture. Monday we came home, and I just drew a picture of the lake. It looked really cold and really wintry there. The trees looked all dead because they weren't even starting to bud, which they are here. Then I used my Big Shot and cut out, I think they were, one of the die cuts, a little leaf. And these are birch leaves. So I had a bunch of oak leaves, but mostly what we have up there are birch and pine trees. So I punched out some out of the real bark. And then, I shouldn't even show you this. We were taking a walk with the kids, and Tuesday I went to this place. I wanted to get these 2 moles taken off my face because they were really bugging me. So I kind of had some other stuff done. So they burned my face. I mean, they used light, and oh my gosh, it burnt so bad. I thought I was going to go through the ceiling. When you come home, you put ice on it, and then it's going to get worse. So, I don't know. I have a lot of amelia. I think that's what it's called. I forget what it's called. These little white things all over my face that are real hard, and they look like zits, and I don't like them. So I asked her to take care of them. Oh my God, I had no idea how much it would hurt. Okay, so then, oh, Ava got her first tooth on the 29th. I went for a walk and I wasn't supposed to get any sunshine, but I was completely covered. This looks like sun on my nose, but it really wasn't. I had it up over my nose. So this was before. This was right after, and this is the second day, and so these look pretty bad, but it gets worse. Second day was kind of bad. All right, so then this was the day I did journaling by fives with Kat, and oh, we got bad news about the cabin that something chewed holes in the wire, so we can't use any electricity up there for right now. It was 37 when I got up and very sunny, and I just drew these flowers because I wanted some flowers, but they aren't there yet. We haven't gotten them yet. Gary mowed the lawn for the first time, and that was the end of April. So then the next day I found all these cool quotes on Pinterest, and I just made a page of all these different quotes, and they were so pretty. I thought, okay, I'll just shrink them down and use them in my new Fauxbonichi. So I have this like this because sometimes I need to know what day of the week. I don't know. I just thought it was helpful. So, I put some of the quotes here. Like this was one of the quotes that I found. It says, learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist. Pablo Picasso. And that one was a copy. So then I made my own with some watercolor paper and put it in there. So I'm going to be using some of those in my pocket letters. And then, so this was yesterday, Friday, May 1st, and I put hat off to May because I was using this die cut for pocket letters. And then Gary and Joe went off to the cabin. The Fauxbonichi group, you can get one of these lists of things if you're stuck on what to journal about, which is really helpful. Why I love my Fauxbonichi, because it's free, it's art every day. I'm using stuff I have. I love playing with my Cameo, which is what I use this, my papers, my inks, my paints, and it gives you something to do every day. The way I did these blocks is I just took my ink pads like this and, did it twice, and then I just took the sponge and filled in the square. So that makes a nice little journaling box. And then I didn't have this sheet down here, and I thought it said something about list all your favorite songs, but it says favorite songs of all time. Yeah, well, that's supposed to be today's Saturday. So things you're good at. Oh, a few things about yourself. Well, I didn't do it. You don't have to follow it exactly. But I put some of my favorite songs on here, and I'm going to use some of these in my other journal, my life cues, because that was one of the questions there too. So these are things I wanted to do yesterday, and I got them done. This was a stencil I made. I was cutting out these little jars, and so I just took the blank part. Let's see if I have it here. Yeah, this is the blank part, and I taped everything else, and I just put it down and took a ink and rubbed it on it, and then that made a nice little journaling spot. So, my favorite songs are Paul Simon's Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes, Phoebe Snow, Mr. Wonderful, but really anything by Phoebe Snow I love. Rod Stewart, I love Motown song, because I grew up near Philadelphia. I know Motown's probably Michigan, but I grew up near Philadelphia, and we had a lot of that kind of music when we were kids, because I lived near I never went to it. American Bandstand started in Philadelphia. But that was the music. Motown music was the music I really loved when I was a kid and could dance to. And this song I really like because it talks about going up on the roof and watching the world. And we used to do that in college. We'd put our speakers up on the roof and listen to music, and it was just so much fun. Then I also love Tracy Chapman, all her songs. Heavens Here on Earth, and Phoebe Snow, As I Lay Me Down to Sleep. I love that. I used to call it the taco song because there's one part in it sounds like she's singing about tacos. But anyway, so that's my Fauxbonichi for today, for yesterday, and I started today. I'm getting ready for the report from the cabin because the guys are at the cabin, and I'm using these stamps. I love these stamps from Raisin Boat. This one is the cabin one, Pier Happens. I've had that for a long time. Then this one's kind of a new one, Welcome to the Cabin, and I had to have that because we have the cabin. But look at the cool numbers and the word at and since and by and for. I mean, they're so established. There's so many things in this set that you can use otherwise. Like this one has really great grass and sand, and cabin is where the heart is. I mean, I love this set. And they're still having the Mother's Day or Father's Day challenge, and we really don't have very many people signed up yet, so get on over there. All right, I'm going to come back in a little bit with another video of a pocket letter I made. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.